this third goal has brought Hull's goal difference in Man City. So if Man City get a draw or better against Bournemouth, they'll move up a place in the table.
I was talking to somebody from Man City earlier, and they were really pleased with their improvement this season. They said they've already doubled the points from last season already, and that's not including the last game, and already seen many more goals scored.
And I don't know the profile of their results, but I think a lot of people would have said they were struggling at the first half of the season, and they, as the season's gone on, they've kind of learned through the season, haven't they? Which
They've
is
definitely improved.
a tough thing to do.
And they pulled an unexpected win earlier against Sale that wasn't expected.
Yes.
So there's been a few things that teams that they haven't expected a win from. We've probably gone in there thinking that they were going to beat City, who were sitting at the bottom of the table at the time.
And I don't know for certain. They certainly look like the youngest team in the Nationals.
I'd hedge my bets on them being the youngest team. Yeah, I believe that they're all bar one of children, so they're all under 18 bar one.
So
players.
A lot of potential there.
Yeah, lots of potential. There's quite a few people that have just been selected from City in the regional talent pathway as well.
Ooh, already?
Yep.
Well, good on them. So should we take a short break and we'll come back hopefully for a full second half. Welcome back to the second half, or perhaps welcome to the match. Apparently we didn't stream much of the first half. It's Teesside Steel versus Hull and East Yorkshire Chair Football Club. It's 3-0 to Teesside Steel. They needed a draw or better to finish third and therefore get into the playoffs for the Premiership. Hull currently 1 point clear of Manchester City, who are about to play Bournemouth, and Hull at 3-0 down have just dropped, their goal difference has dropped below City's, so this could mean they'll end up 10th, not 9th, depending on City's result.
I'd really like to see them loosen up a little bit in this half though, maybe, and potentially score, claw back some of that goal difference, because I think it's likely that Steel will make the playoffs. I think it's unlikely that they're not going to now. And I can't see Hull coming back and clawing back a win.
But
I think it'd be nice.
I mean, they're a goal-scoring team.
It'd be nice to see them score some goals, wouldn't it?
So there's been a substitution, a Smith off and Jefferson on. Have I got that right, Jefferson?
Yes. He's just been promoted up from the academy. You'll have missed that earlier,
right? Because
we weren't streaming. Callum and Jefferson and Harry Smith, part of the Hull side, have been up through the pathway in Hull, and until this season we're playing regionally, and now been promoting up to the National League side. I don't like to use the term veteran, but I suppose you could describe Luke Brennan and Kai Gill as veterans of the game, because they've been playing quite a long time.
We reckoned close to 15 years, didn't we?
Yeah. So quite a big difference in experience on for the whole side. That is a really difficult one.
What, 2-on-1?
No, it was an obstruction because it was not making an attempt to play the ball, but cutting off the Teesside Steel player, Tom Met,
right,
as he was trying to play the ball into the box. Which is allowed in most other sports, but not power chair football.
So if that was in the box, would that have been a penalty? That must have been a foul in the box of the penalty, isn't it? So it's a direct kick, unlike the 2-on-1s, which are indirect. So this
maybe it's because as he went into the box it happened, possibly.
Right.
I haven't got a replay here to see that.
So this gives Mulgrew a chance to shoot directly, although they're playing it if it's indirect, aren't they? It's probably still going to get a touch.
It will be indirect because it wasn't contact.
But I'm sure I saw Jeff say direct.
Oh, okay,
maybe I was lip reading, so might have got that wrong. Anyway,
I'll quiz
kick into Mulgrew.
I'll quiz Carolling on that on the way home today.
Mulgrew on the ball to Sheehan. Sheehan back to Mulgrew.
Of course, it might be just that Jeff's tired, and so his arm wasn't as high as you expect it for indirect.
Good interception by Sheehan. Met putting pressure on Walls.
Oh, that was a foul, contact foul. That's direct.
It's having a tough time of it, Wolves. So Teesside pressing high. Sheehan dropped back just to protect against Jefferson. Murray, the keepers, press forward to take the kick. Mulgrew directing play from inside the box.
They need to be careful if that goes across because it'll be a 2.
It's come out for another kick in. Just a yard or two up from the corner. Murray, Mulgrew trying to get it across to Met, but well read by Brennan. Another kick in. Oh, across to Met. Oh, doesn't get it on it to finish it.
Didn't quite get a good contact on that ball, did he?
Now, off air, as we now know, we had a discussion. There was a technical issue with someone's bumper prior to the game. They couldn't come on until that was sorted. You're meant to have a clear distinction between the kicking part of your bumper and the rest of the bumper, aren't you?
You are, and that's for the referee purposes.
Yeah.
It's for
now,
mostly for contact, because you're allowed to have contact, bumper to bumper contact. So they need to define what actually is part of the bumper.
So as I look at the bumpers for Hull, I can see Kai Gill with a tiny white stripe. I can't see any differentiation on Jefferson's bumper. What do you reckon?
I agree. I think that sneaked through.
And that's because if you hit the playing part of the bumper, which is a particular measured distance, then that's nothing. If you hit another part of the bumper, then it's contact foul.
Yeah, a small amount of contact. So
I'm going to leave that.
If it's just sort of like, I'd describe it as a clattering of bumpers, as long as it's on the front part. But you've got to be able to identify which is actually the bumper.
Yeah.
And that comes from the old style chairs, when we had separate bumpers that were attached to the chair that didn't come all the way down the side. So it's very clear what the bumper was with those style chairs. So it's kind of adapted as the games and the chairs have evolved.
Yeah.
And there was always a length that was allowed, which I believe is 33 centimetres.
Sounds. Oh, lovely touch. Thomas makes it.
I'm pleased
4-0.
And I'm pleased that Luke Heaton stayed out then. If he'd come in much further, it may have well been a 2-on-1 if he'd have touched that.
So as we said before, it looks 4-0. Kind of only needing a draw. Teesside still safe in that third place spot for playoff. Hull now behind City in goal difference, but they have a point more than them. So a point from City against Bournemouth following this game will move them above Bournemouth.
And City have had a good day today already, haven't
they? Have.
They're playing well. Oh, Hull have not given up. That was unlucky.
So Gill, who was playing deep behind Walls, they've now swapped.
Oh! Was that in?
No.
Celebrated too early.
Did. Goal kick, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So you're saying Jefferson coming up from the academy. That's one more seasoned power chair player would have just got in and bundled it, kept going, wouldn't they?
Yes. Oh, good save.
That's a kind of Owen Swift see it, or Marcus Harrison see it over the line. Or maybe yourself, Kath.
A bit more power and hope you don't go in too hard.
Yeah.
I hope you're not inferring that I'm a rough player there.
No,
Nick.
but a seasoned player. You wouldn't celebrate too early.
No, definitely not. In fact, although I seem to remember a few seasons ago celebrating early with the shirt over my head. I'd promised the young players that I would do a celebration if I scored.
Yeah.
I did a whirlwind of a goal on the back foot from the halfway line. Said, right, trundled over to Caroline, got her to put the shirt over my head because I can't lift my arms. Yeah. Did my celebration with my shirt over my head for the younger players.
And then it was disallowed.
Only to find it had been disallowed, yeah. So I won't be doing that again.
Did you get a yellow card?
No. No, I had a shirt underneath my shirt.
Right.
I wouldn't want to blind anybody.
I didn't notice yesterday Sunderland, the scorer of the second goal, which won Sunderland the match in the playoffs, took his shirt off. I didn't see the ref give him a yellow. It must have done. You have to these days, don't you?
Do you still have to if you've got an undershirt underneath?
Well, he didn't.
Well, yeah, nobody wants to see that, do they, really?
apart from the Sunderland fans who were delighted.
I still don't think you want to see the bare body. Well, this could be it.
Ooh. So they've got pressure on now, Hull. They need... Ooh, I don't know. I'm not even sure 2 goals is enough. It will go down then to goals scored, and I haven't got that data to hand. So we're assuming City can pull off a result against Bournemouth, which isn't a given, but
no, because Bournemouth...
it will be in City's hands.
Bournemouth were showing improvement on earlier today against Teesside Steel. When they, at one point, were drawing 1-1.
Yeah, they had a good first half.
They did, and then they only conceded...
Ooh, great
that
hit
due to
by
a penalty.
Khan. Swift not able to get on the end of it. So less than 10 minutes left. It seems the results are given, but Hull needing to claw goals back to...
It would be nice to finish the season, wouldn't it, with a goal?
Yeah. So Hodgson on, Jefferson off. So the experienced cadre from the Hull squad on now. Again, I feel I've seen Emma playing for many of the years I've been watching Power Chair football.
I was trying to think about that. I believe she has been playing since they started in the National League, but I wouldn't swear by it, but I believe she has been. I'm pretty sure she was there with Kieran Wade.
Ooh,
good save.
Big hit, good save. You can see why he moved, but Cole Simpson was a loss to the whole squad, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was,
just fill in as that 4th player to add the creativity, and the others could get on the end of it and score. Now with Newcastle, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, quite a long journey that, isn't it?
It's all relative. Aspire to Newcastle.
I suppose England isn't very big, really, cause
yeah.
when you look at the other European countries.
Or Australia. I can't remember. I think there were 2 or 3 England players or English players played in the Australian tournament this year, weren't there?
Yes, there were.
Ooh, tipped round the post by Murray. Hodgson on the attack. So is it a corner to Hull? Yeah. Again, they'll have well executed set plays. Can it come off? But Khan staying well out of the defence on the right for a breakaway.
But also they've got Walls is firmly on the line in the box here. He's right back. It's a no breakaway goal from Jamil. Should get past him.
But he can't get involved really, can he? Because that would make 3 in the box. Oh. Clearance by Mulgrew. Ooh, that was...
risky.
Yeah, it was. Walls pushed the ball out really, almost back on Swift's bumper. But,
risky or brave, I'm not sure which.
Still with Teesside Steel, Swift on the ball for the kick in.
Jamil's getting in line here. I've got a view right the way through to Jamil. Should be able to come through the box.
Unlike Owen, didn't quite hit it hard enough. I think that would have beaten Walls with a bit more pace.
There was a big enough gap there, wasn't there?
Yeah, Khan would lined up to finish it off.
Brennan pressing enough that he's putting Steele off.
Yeah. You haven't played this weekend, have you? No. I thought the ball was bouncing a bit more on this pitch. I don't know if they'd overpumped it. They've swapped now. They were playing with the white ball. They're now playing with the yellow ball.
It's got warmer as the weekend's gone on, isn't it? So it
Of
might
course,
be
yeah, that can make a difference, can't it?
Oh, great ball.
Now what's Swift going to do?
Oh, took a touch. I'd like to have seen him strike that first time. That could have been in on the far post. Great ball from Mulgrew.
So this looks like it's set up to go through to Mulgrew, doesn't it?
I know, but Carr needs to be really careful he doesn't cause a two here. He needs to drive forwards as that ball goes past him. Unless it's going to come in off his bumper here.
Yeah.
But they've already conceded one like this. I don't think they're going to concede one again. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Well read by Gill. So another corner. Ball did go to Mulgrew, but Gill read it, and the ball came off his bumper for a corner. Khan on the corner this time.
It's a sideline, I think.
Oh,
set up for
was it a side? Not
it
a corner.
It was. They were set up with the goalie out front. It was very close to the corner, though.
And the difference being the distance rules.
Yeah, so the keeper has to be behind the line.
Right.
For a corner. Well, they don't have to be behind the line, but they do if they want to be on the post.
Yeah.
Which gives the attacking team a much better advantage. Although I'm not a fan of corners, I'd rather have a sideline.
Well, it's a match of no consequence, but the champions are getting absolutely spanked by number 2. GBG are 5-0 up.
That happened last year, didn't it? So Middlesbrough were through, not last year, the year before, 2 seasons ago, when GBG went up to the Premiership. They got up as champions, went up as champions, didn't they?
Yeah.
And Middlesbrough played them in their last game, I believe, and we beat them. It didn't make a difference then, they were already champions.
Yeah, the adrenaline's gone and
yeah.
You're having a happy day. Who cares what the last result is?
Exactly. I'd like to think that we played well, but I think a little bit of it is that GBG were relaxed.
Mulgrew
the same ball across, that's great.
Is he going to finish? He's going to have a... Oh,
good save.
That was great play, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
And again, Gills read it.
They need to be watching Carr, and I'd be making sure that my defence were pressing Calm because he's got a clear pass through Mulgrew.
So,
although now there's an opening at goal for an interception.
Miscued that, Mr. Swift.
Just a missed time, isn't it?
Mm. So we're
either
into
faster or slower than you're expecting, and then
once you've committed to the spin, you can't really change the pace of your spin, can you?
You can do, yeah, but it is difficult, but you can do. But also, it's hard to time that. You can't really tell what's coming, can you? It's hard to tell what's coming until it's coming towards you.
So into the last couple of minutes, 90 seconds left. Teesside Steel well away with the result, 4-0. So congratulations, they're going to make they are now in the playoff position. That is certain. This is their last game. Villa Rockets Lions have already played. So the only outcome left, I think, is Hull's place uncertain. They're currently 9th. And if Man City can get a result against Bournemouth, Hull will drop to 10th and Man City will go up to 9th.
Steel have really controlled the game, haven't they, at the end? They've really slowed it down, but what I'm pleased to say is they're still attacking.
Yeah. What was that? Out of control, hit the back of Luke's chair?
I was watching the middle players, waiting for where the ball went next.
Right, I think it was. I think maybe the ref was looking for an advantage. I didn't see him signal advantage, but seemed to blow up somewhat after the incident.
Was it a 2-on-1?
Khan off Walls. Walls putting pressure on Mulgrew, but Mulgrew's got it.
They've got to speed the ball up, haven't they, to
Yeah.
get past the play, because the ball can go faster than a chair. So once you've got that ball moving,
So the clock's at 0. It's with the ref. He's looking at his watch. It's a corner kick. Hull with the corner kick. Well, I can't believe how. I mean, Gill making no attempt to move forward there. So just 3 players up for Hull.
yeah, I'd be tempted to creep forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Because Jamil's sat really
Miscued. That's the game. So congratulations, Teesside Steel, through to the playoffs.
high. And congratulations to Hull, who've avoided the 11-12
They have,
relegation.
which was uncertain at the start of the weekend, wasn't it? They needed
yeah.
a couple of results. And now their final position is in Man City's hands, depending on how they come out against Bournemouth. Thank you for joining me, Kath.
Well, thank you for having me, Nick.
Good luck next weekend. I can't make it, and I can't make the end of season awards either, but enjoy that. And who knows, maybe I'll see you at the Euros.
Oh, certainly.
I always try and get to the internationals if I can, but we'll see. All right, thank you. Bye.
Just me. Yeah, sure. First ever time.
What's your name?
Joey, what's your name?
Joey.
Levine,
Ah,
Man United player.
I'm used to seeing the back of the chairs where I can look your name up. So you never commentated before?
Never commentated before, no.
Hello, welcome to Lee Westwood, Court A, for the last game of the last weekend of the 24-25 Optegra Championship. We know the results everywhere now, I think. Winners were Muscle Warriors, second GBG Knights, third place confirmed as Teesside Steel, and Hull, I'm going to say Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are not guaranteed to finish in the 11th spot, but it would take a massive goal swing for anything else to take place. I'm joined by Joey Levine, Man United player. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, thank you. Thanks for joining me.
Good. And we are underway.
We are underway. We'll just do the squads shortly. So Nottingham Forest, we've got Bosanquet, Meakin, Rogers, and Cooper. Priestley on the bench and playing towards us, Sale, D, Hassan, Holt, and the keeper.
Jake Hudson,
thanks.
And Mason Davies on the bench.
Yes, okay. So form-wise, you'd expect Sale to take this, but we'd have said that earlier on when Sale got beaten by City.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with these players? I always associate
yes,
Sale and Man U
so
as
we Sale and United were sort of one club but two teams. We trained together, so yes, I'm quite familiar with these guys.
Right. And how are they feeling about the match? They don't want to go out on a draw or a
well,
loss to Forest, do they?
They're feeling confident. You know, they had that unlucky defeat to City, so they'd like to come away with a win. You know, finish strong. And
some experience in the team and some youth as well.
Definitely.
Now, this is your first time commentating.
Yes.
What's kept you away?
I've just never been given the chance for it, really. But I just saw no one was on the mic and thought I'd go for it.
Great. So once you're in the seat, you'll get addicted. So you can practice over the summer.
I will be doing.
Now, D, he had a little run at the derby, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
So early on, pressure from Sale mostly. D calling the shots in the middle.
David D battling for the ball here. Looks for the flick, finds it.
And back to D, lovely.
Lovely
just
ball.
Really moved that well, didn't
Great ball from D.
Holt.
Good full spin.
Be...
Oh, D just misses it by an inch.
Wow, that was
great
play.
effort there.
I think that tells us everything we need to know about their intent for the game.
100%. That was a great attempt by Sale. Hassan intercepts that. And again, over to Holt. Full spins it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Almost. Own goal potential there. Everyone heading towards
Hassan
the goal.
fighting for the ball. Tries to find the flick. Finds it. Go on. And another chance for Sale here. D taking the ball. Good hit to Hassan. Oh, unlucky. Sale ball again. Let's see if they can make an attempt out of this.
Now, despite his youth, D's calling all the shots here, isn't
he? He has a commanding role in this squad.
Across to Holt. Ooh, 2-on-1. The players had to move away.
Miscommunication. Another attempt here for Sale. Good full spin by Hassan.
It's a pretty pacey game, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, very pacey. Quite entertaining. Oh.
And how many seasons have you played with Man U in the Nationals?
Well, it was just a recent transfer, so
Right.
I was with Sale for the start of the season, but then transferred over to United.
I'm not sure we're live.
Oh dear. We're not on. So we've been talking to ourselves. We've not activated the stream. That's quite funny, that. Talking to ourselves.
Let's have a look.
At least we had a nice conversation.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're on and I'll talk. Let me know when. Go on, Jack.
So, well, where did you transfer from?
Sale. So I was with Sale. So bit of a loan for the season.
So you played for Sale up to December and then swapped to Man U?
The transfer. So January, the transfer window, basically. So the Nationals just before that, I was playing for Sale. Oh, it's a good full spin. We live or not?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think I've done everything I can do.
Is it on YouTube or not?
That's where I'm trying to look.
Your best bet is going on YouTube and see him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. It says no, it's not. It's not live. No, it's not been. It's not on. Look, it says people are still waiting. It's not started. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, we're still on the Teesside and Hull one. And I think you need to start it.
Right.
But it's yeah, it's playing, but the commentary's not on there.